Hey, I'm Terry from EverydaySober.com. Today I'm going to talk about the open-minded approach in getting and staying sober. Make sure you subscribe so you can get my latest sobriety videos. Leave me a comment below. I want to know your thoughts about sobriety so we can help each other. So, when I was trying to get sober, they told me to be open-minded. I thought, I'm open-minded. I pretty much accept people for who they are. I'll try new things. I'm open to new ideas. But in actuality, I was open-minded as long as what I had to do or accept didn't make me feel uncomfortable. If I had to do something or believe something that I didn't necessarily agree with or that I didn't want to do, I was just plain not going to do it. I had to become willing to do whatever it would take to live a sober life. To become willing, I had to develop a truly open mind. I had to be receptive to new and different opinions and ideas. I had to at least consider that other people might have something of value to say. I had to develop humility. I had to admit that I didn't have all the answers. So maybe you're having difficulty quitting or cutting back your alcohol consumption. In this video, I'm going to explain how an open-minded approach may be crucial for controlling your alcohol consumption. Think about it. How many ways did you try to quit or cut back? Did any of your methods work? I know I tried every possible method to quit or cut back, but I always ended up drunk again. I still wouldn't go seek out help. I insisted I could quit on my own, but it never worked. Eventually, I was able to open up just enough to get some help. By starting to develop an open mind, I was able to get sober and stay sober. Now, it's natural for a person to not be open-minded. I know. I'm definitely more comfortable doing things that I'm used to doing. I have a hard time opening up to new ideas. Maybe I'm afraid I might fail. However, not becoming more open-minded can be dangerous for someone trying to recover from alcohol abuse. If you don't open yourself to take help, you might be able to get sober. You might even be able to stay sober, but you probably won't have many of the tools an alcoholic needs to deal with normal life issues, thus really raising the likelihood of relapse. Also, being too close-minded in sobriety can develop dry drunk syndrome. Dry drunk syndrome's where you may have quit drinking, but you may still be living life kind of the same way as before. You might still have a lot of anger or resentment because getting sober was just not as great as you thought it was. You need to be open-minded to work on your entire mindset so you can learn how to live a happy, sober life. If you're not happy, or at least serene in sobriety, you're probably not going to see the point of being sober, and you might even relapse. This brings up another aspect of open-mindedness. Try to be open to take on new interests or hobbies. New interests and hobbies can be very important in recovery, as you may find when you sober up, you suddenly have a lot of free time. Free time can turn into boredom, which can then turn into drinking. This was very important to me. When I first got sober and was finally physically able, I started to ride my bike and go on hikes. It helped a lot by keeping me occupied so I didn't get bored and think about drinking. If you work on getting open-minded, you'll open yourself up to so many opportunities, including living a happy and sober life. You'll have a chance to have fun with many things you would never even consider doing in the past. You'll have more freedom, because if you approach life and recovery with an open mind, you'll be open to different options. You'll make friends easier. You'll find that you think outside the box more. The great philosopher Socrates, he said, "True wisdom comes to each of us when we realize how little we understand about life, ourselves, and the world around us." Keanu Tom says, "True wisdom listens more, talks less, and can get along with all types of people." Socrates and Keanu Tom are telling us that we will get true wisdom and happiness if we open up our minds. So what do you have to do to become more open-minded? For most people, being open-minded is not something that comes naturally. You really have to work at it. Try to listen to what others are trying to suggest to you for getting sober, especially if the person is a doctor, an addiction counselor, or even a person that's had an alcohol problem but has achieved lasting sobriety. It's likely they have some good, effective advice. Be receptive to occasionally getting out of your comfort zone. If you find yourself trying to say no to some particular advice for getting or staying sober, try to pause and think about it. Try to see the advice from their perspective. Maybe you'll see that there is some validity to what they're trying to say. Getting truly open-minded takes work. It's not difficult, but it's something you do have to work on by constantly trying to be aware of where you may not be listening to all perspectives. Developing an open mind can raise so many possibilities. Why not try the approach to sobriety with an open mind? Who knows? It may actually get you sober. Getting and staying sober, it can be simple. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying it can be simple. Try not to overthink it. I make these videos to hopefully help you find a simple way to sobriety. Check out everydaysober.com for lots of videos and information on alcoholism and sobriety. I even have a quiz there to help you find out if you're an alcoholic. Hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Leave me a comment below. I really want to hear your perspective so we can help each other. I'm Terry, a recovered alcoholic, and thanks for checking out Open-mindedness in Sobriety.